You fixed it? Not the way I was hoping to, but you gonna be okay? Better than they were. We'll say that.
Gunshots in the sprawl, dog wagging gets the call. No policy too big or small. On wings of steel we come for all. Life out on the line, this job we were assigned. Life signs in decline, we race the clock, beat the deadline. Dog wagging, we're not heroes, not Superman, not zeros. But no matter what may happen, you can always count on dog wagging.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of SINless. Before we jump into the episode, please do us a favor. Leave us a 5-star review on your preferred podcasting app. Or if you're watching on YouTube, hit us with a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It's just a few clicks for you, but it means the sixth world to all of us. If you're interested in supporting us, check out our Patreon. And if you want to interact with the cast of the show, you can join us on Discord. Links will be in the episode description. And with that out of the way, let's meet the cast.
Hey, I'm Miz. I'm a TTRPG designer. You can find me at Miz Does Arts on X. And today I'm playing B, the human caster blaster, and completely addicted to sugar.
I'm Big Spoon. I'm a cast member over on the AP Gaming Real YouTube channel, and I'm playing Cade, the pilot and drone op with a need for speed.
This is Austin. You may recognize my voice as the co-host of the Shadowrun on Empty Lore podcast. I'm going to be playing Duncan Grumbly, our awakened dwarf trauma specialist who may be working on a side hustle that might get him into a little bit of trouble down the line.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. You can find me over at twitch.tv/CaitlinMCCVoice. Today I will be doing Emmy the orc. That is the enforcer. Super strong. She likes to work out and also do some art.
Hey, I'm Dan the GM. You can find me over at What the Dice. I will be playing Mel, the troll, a breacher that would rather hug people than hurt people. He also always carries around a laminated mercurial ticket as his good luck charm.
Hi everybody, I'm Devin, also known as Karma, also known as the GM at an Absolute Dreckstorm podcast. Tonight, I will be playing Taichi, a female street Sam gun bunny who much rather rely on her luck than rather her skills.
Hey everybody, I'm GM Easy Mode. You know me from the previous episodes of SINless and also from the Shadowrun on Empty podcast for lore. And I'll be everyone else as usual for the game. I hope you're excited.
Clashes, news and wins, government and corporate sins. The conspiracy is televised, yet from the ashes we arise. Wagon, we're not heroes, not Superman, not zeros. But no matter what may happen, you can always count on Dog Wagon.
All right, you guys, welcome for our next episode of SINless Season 3. Last time, you guys went to Tacoma, you went underground for a little bit, ran into some questionable ghouls. There was weird stuff going on down underground, but nobody died. That's the important part, right? Nobody died. Don't all hooray at once. I'm so thrilled.
Hooray! Remind me
there
of
we
hoorays.
go. Thank you. All right. Well, we've got the team back together. We're going to open tonight with everybody's already been loaded into the VTOL. It's been a couple days since your ghoul incident. You've had time to kind of relax a little bit. You haven't been on call as heavily, but for whatever reason, you're back at it again. Mostly probably because you need the money. and you're corporately owned, so what can I say? You're in your VTOL. Everybody's loaded in. You have all your kit, and you're en route to the wonderful land of Snohomish. There is a platinum level contract beacon that has been going off intermittently. It'll pop up on the grid and then disappear for a little bit, and then pop back up and then disappear. So you're being sent to find out where it is, what's going on, and try and get this platinum level character out of here, alive if possible. Obviously, do your jobs, be good dock wagon employees. So anything anybody wanted to cover while you're on your way? It is a relatively short-ish flight from downtown to Snohomish, but I mean, you've got some time while you're all loaded in.
Signal's going in and out, Doc. I'm not sure if it's going to get clearer when we get closer, but I swear to God, if we have to go underground again, I'm just fragging everything between us and the client.
Don't worry, kid. Worst case scenario, if we gotta go underground, I can put it down as additional hazard pay. We'll get us covered. It should be fine.
Yeah, but these jobs lately have been awful.
It comes with the territory. For every one incidental car crash, you got 2 underground potential ghoul hives that you gotta go through. It's just another day in the business.
What are you talking about? When's the last time you were underground in a ghoul den?
We don't gotta talk about specifics like that. That's filed away with corporate. We'll just say that hopefully everything goes smoothly this time.
I give Duncan heavy side eye.
Fair enough. The area that you're going to, you've been given a little bit of information. It's obviously out in the small farmland area of Snohomish. There should be ample space for you to land, and once you're there, do your best to get the signal to work so that you can find the platinum level contract holder and give them the much needed care that they require.
When you say farmland, do you mean like actual, like there's cows and pigs and crap like that? Or is it
like actual farmland? Yes. Like it's not a concrete landscape. There's trees and fields and stuff.
Who would have guessed? There's still greenery out in Seattle.
You got to go far out for it, but it's there.
So this place is filled with rednecks, so they're not city folk out here.
Yeah, don't trespass. That's how we get shot at.
Yeah, guys, just remember, let's stick to the game plan. Go in, don't entangle with any of the locals if we don't have to. The last thing that we want to do is upset the Amish Mafia.
Why does it smell like a dorm room out here?
Oh, shit.
Mel, I don't know what dorms you were staying in, but I didn't know that the future farmers of America.
Hey, you look, man, if you lay low long enough in the dorms back at boot camp, it gets a little funky, especially when you stay with trolls. There's a reason we put our boots outside at night.
Cade, are there any buildings or anything that we're approaching that look like they may be a good place to start for checking this intermittent signal?
What do I see?
As you're coming in, it's just like a small farming community. You've got a couple barns. There's like a ranch style, homestead sort of. You've got your silos for grain and your open fields. Just a small farm community, really. There's some houses for locals to live and everything. There's definitely plenty of space in the fields. Looks like that you could set down. This is where the signal's coming from.
Plenty of open ground out here, Doc. You just point and I'll put her down there.
Yeah, go ahead and set us down. Once we touch down, Emmy, B, and Taichi, give me a scan of the area. Check out any of the tertiary buildings around the silos, all that good stuff. Mel, you come with me. We're gonna go to the main house, see if we can get in, if there's anybody there, or get any information on it. Cade, just keep an eye on the instruments, keep the scan going. If you see anything change or any weirdness, keep us updated.
Roger that.
Already on it, Doc. And I go limp and peek into the astral.
Okay, we'll do the astral first. Where do you want to go?
I want to just scan as much as I can before we touch down. Buildings, fields, just
Sure.
get a quick
So,
read.
all three of the barns that are within the vicinity are all warded.
Okay, that's not good.
Everything else, though, wide open.
Is it possible to tell the strength of a ward?
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
It's
Yeah,
just like a sensing it like you normally would. So, two of the wards are particularly strong. The third one is much weaker.
I wake back up. I got really shitty news, guys. More wards. Two are particularly strong as well. Means we're dealing with more magical bullshit.
Magical cows, perhaps. That would be wonderful. That would be so much fun.
I don't want to know if an awakened cow exists. If it does,
What if there are horses? And then we can just have fancy magical horses as pets and cohorts.
somebody watched a little too much My Little Horse as a kid, I think, Emmy.
You know, sometimes it was on at the gym. You know, what can I say? It's, you know, the power of friendship and all that.
Might say even friendship is magic.
This is where we put in our copyright disclaimer right here.
Friendship and fisticuffs.
There we go.
That's a show I'd watch.
Right before the VTOL comes in for a landing, Cade's gonna launch his rotor drone.
Okay. You just want it doing kind of like.
Yeah, just like a big perimeter.
Gotcha.
Of the farm.
Okay. There are people that are out working the farm. It looks like a small group of them, around like 3, maybe 4, are making their way up to your vehicle as it's landing.
And he'll say, please make sure that you take all your belongings with you and pick up any trash when you exit the vehicle. Thank you for flying Cade Airlines.
Someone's gonna see Mel stuff a bright pink candy wrapper in his pocket.
Emmy's gonna get all of B's energy drink cans and just like put it in her bag. It's just, and then, you know, like the little like cigarette butts from Tai Chi, just, you know, put those in the bag.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them, and you have no idea how that happened on a 20-minute flight.
Honestly, Emmy is just surprised that it's not like a dozen. So she's like secretly like proud of you for using restraint. So
as you guys are getting cleaned up and the back ramp to the VTOL opens, you can see clearly there are 4 people. Typical work farm attire. You know, you've got the flannels and the overalls and the work boots covered in mud. None of them are armed.
Almighty GM. What are their metatypes? Are they elves, humans?
Looks like a fair mix. You've got 2 humans, a dwarf, and an orc.
I shove Doc forward. This is your job, big man.
We are here on behalf of Dock Wagon. We got a signal in the area from a high priority client. Is there anybody that is under duress that requires our assistance?
No, can't say that there is.
All right. Well, would you mind if we just take a quick look around the premises, as we do have a scan in the area? We do have to complete an entire evaluation before we would be able to leave.
Yep, makes sense.
All right. I'm gonna have my associates checking the areas here. Is there any anything in any of the barns or anything that we need to be concerned about?
Concerned about cows?
That depends. Are they magically enhanced in any way?
You magically enhance cows?
Yeah.
I never heard that before.
I apologize, Emmy. I tried for you. All right. Well, let's go ahead and still do the same as we discussed previously. We'll just go ahead and do a quick sweep of the area, see what we can find. And again, Cade, anything new pops up, you just let me know.
Y'all just stay out the way, trying to do work. Need anything? Up the house.
Absolutely appreciate it, sir. Thank you. And then me and Mel will head up towards the main house.
Okay.
And I'll grab Tai Chi and head towards one of the warded barns.
If all of you want to make quick perception rolls while they're standing around, you can. Everybody that has more than 3. All 4 of the people that were coming up to talk to you, they all looked like the color has been drained from their face. They're really pale for farm hands that are working outside. They're pale. They look a little malnourished. They're even the slight bags under their eyes, like they don't sleep very well.
Can I give them a quick sensing as well, then? If I'm
Sure, if you want to, go ahead. Roll away. All of them are all the ones that you're sensing right now. All of them are sick in some way. They have some kind of disease or cold. It's hard to tell. None of them are magically active, though.
okay.
They're all mundane. It's just they're all sick.
I'll fish a rebreather out of my freaking med bag and and kind of nudge everyone else and
Just put it on discreetly after looking at them in the astral.
yes. And I'll lean
right.
into Doc's ears. Hey, they're all sick somehow. I don't know how, but point at the rebreather.
Yeah, so everybody that is out here watching bees just reaches into their bag as they pull out the rebreather and snap it on. Not super discreetly, but just the slow.
Emmy will put on her gas mask because that's all that she has. It's like,
Same.
I guess that there's something wrong, so let's just go ahead and do this.
Sure, this isn't going to start looking real suspicious. Anybody else putting on any kind of hazmat attire or anything like that they want to?
I don't think Cade puts on any hazmat attire, but as everyone gets out of the VTOL, the ramp closes up and you hear the of it pressurizing again.
All right, Cade has pressurized the VTOL with himself in it. Everybody else is now outside.
If no one says anything to Mel, I don't think he would even notice. So I think he would just be kind of like looking around, shield at the ready, kind of just there.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a little weird for you since you're all used to the city and the sights and sounds there. It's audibly more quiet out here, other than the sounds of the machinery working in the fields and the normal sounds that you would hear around a farm from the animals and whatnot. It's significantly quieter than in the city. So I don't know if that off-puts anybody or anything like that. But
Also, is there any livestock out and about, or is it all in the barns?
they say the cows are in the barn, but there are some chickens and horses that are free roaming the fields.
I want to go and investigate the chickens and just make sure that they don't look weird. Because, like, if there's going to be magic cows, maybe there are magic chickens.
They're called cockatrices.
I feel like this is the first time Emmy has ever seen actual livestock in the flesh, and just trying not to like fangirl. Not that she, I guess we'll say that Emmy's a horse girl. I guess it's canon now. So it's just being like, oh my gosh, you do exist.
Majestic animals. Yeah, all of the animals look fine from what you can tell. None of them seem to have a sickly color to them. I mean, they're not slow. They seem to be reacting normal. So
Comes. Sadly, none of the animals seem to be magical, and they all seem to be healthy. So, good news, bad news.
Okay, well, it's good to know. Keep that in mind.
I'm gonna look over at Duncan and give a head nod. So, main house?
Yep, let's go take a quick look.
Mel's gonna bring his shield up, kind of at the ready, and place his hand on his maul and continue walking towards the house.
okay. I mean, it's not too far of a walk. It feels like you're going a little uphill, but you can make it to the large farmhouse, where some people are just kind of milling around, like just sitting on the porch, or some of them are playing around on their comlink. Doesn't look super out of place, but all of them do look off in color.
Okay, could I do, looking and seeing that, could I
Mhm.
do a like a medical knowledge check to see if I can notice at a glance what's going on with them? Or
Yeah, you can roll biotech. From just looking at them, not actually examining them at all. From just looking, it's some kind of illness. Whether it's viral or bacterial, you can't really tell, but it looks like it's affecting everyone. But they're not talking about it.
yeah, that's fair. I'll nudge Mel and just kind of point at the gas mask, and then point at him.
Mel is going to reach into his pack and pull out his troll-sized gas mask and slip it on.
We're here with Dock Wagon. We got an emergency notice about a client that is in need of assistance. Is there anybody on the premises of the main house here that has a contract or is in need of assistance?
Most people are just looking at you like you're crazy. Like they have no idea what you're talking about. There's nobody here that's like that. We're
Okay.
all fine here. How are you?
So far so good. Just trying to make sure that we could get this job taken care of. We spoke with the gentleman in the field, and they said that it was all right for us to just do a quick scan of the area. So if you don't mind, me and my compatriot here just gonna take a quick look around the inside of the house, see if there's anybody that we can ping down to who we're getting this beacon from.
Sure. Do whatever you gotta do.
All right, thank you. And then I'll just go with Mel into the house.
While Duncan is talking to them, I'm going to calm over to Cade.
Hey, Cade, do you have any type of ping over here?
Let me check.
And I will flip on the signal locator and kind of like direct it towards the house.
Okay. Please roll me a perception, right? But because you're using the equipment, give yourself 2 bonus dice. You get a faint response. It is coming from the barn area.
Okay. He'll come back to Mel.
Hey, big man, it looks like it's coming from the barns, but it's really faint. It might be one of those underground things again, or either that or they've got some sort of like, I don't know, maybe like jamming or signal resistant material inside.
Or shielding or something.
Yeah.
I'll radio into over this conversation.
The barns were warded.
Yeah, I think that's probably should be our target number 1. I don't think it's in the house.
You want us to check here, go into the cellar, see if there's maybe a pass through? I mean, if I was gonna hide something, I'd go underground. As much as I hate being underground, that's what I would do.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm going to look over at Duncan and kind of shrug of the like head nod towards a cellar door. That way.
Sounds good. Go ahead and lead the way.
While you guys are are doing that before you head off towards what you see is like a storm cellar door. There'll be not exactly a young kid, but like say middle school aged or so, just kind of standing in your way. Behind Mel and Duncan while they're kind of just oncing over everybody, and he is just looking up at you again with that drained color face, bags under his eyes.
Mel is gonna just kind of look at Duncan and then over the comms.
I feel like I'm in that whole flick, Children of the Soy.
He's holding his hands up and coughing towards you, like just staring up at you with his hands held out.
As the kid coughs into his hands and reaches them out again, Duncan's just gonna pull out like a napkin from his bag and just like put it on the kid's hand, and then just Mel point at the cellar door again.
Mel is gonna kind of put his shield kind of at his hip to kind of keep the kid kind of at a distance and kind of sneak around like that sidestep, and start making his way towards the cellar. His like keeping one eye on this kid.
Okay, he just watches you as you're making your way around him. Doesn't do anything to stop you. Just it's I guess a little creepy that he's just standing there watching you.
Only kind of.
Only.
All right, so Mel is gonna reach for the door and try to give it a pull open.
Yeah, it opens.
All right, so chest lamp on, and I'm gonna start making my way down, shield up.
Okay. It's just a storm cellar. There's plenty of shelves down here, and it looks like they do canning.
Duncan's gonna stay at the top of the stairs, like kind of like halfway in between, just to make sure that weird people don't run up and close the door and lock us in their cellar. So, as a safety precaution.
Sure. The little kid just kind of comes over and sits on the top step next to you.
Mel's gonna take a walk through, find the end of it, see if there's any openings, and if not, just come back with a light shrug. Just the
there's a furnace, a working furnace down here. There's tables set to do like the canning operation, and then you have another set of stairs that looks like it goes up into the house.
Nothing here, boss. Looks like they can. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. But no, just
if they've got a storage shelf or anything set up with down there with stuff in it, could you just do me a quick favor and just take a look at one of those cans and see what they're canning down here?
So Mel get close to one of the things and half expect it to be like human eyeballs or something, as he just kind of shines his light into the canned vegetables or whatever they are.
You got pickles and peppers and some kind of like what is it? It's like a reddish slurry. You've never seen something like it before, but it's also in a can.
So I see vegetables in this weird red crap. I'm gonna pick up the can of the red stuff and give it a light shake.
Okay, it has like a little bit of liquid to it. It looks like there's vegetable in there, but you can't quite tell with the red coloring and everything.
Be sure and clear the juicer. What'd you do with that? Use it for chum, bring in the gator, swamp consomme.
Is it labeled?
Yes, it is labeled.
I'm gonna look at the label.
Okay. It says kimchi on it.
So I found some kimchi, whatever that stuff is.
Take it, please. Just one. I'll pay.
Boss, we good with that? That's
let's not take stuff from the locals if we don't have to. Just to be on the safe side, because this is I don't. I got a weird feeling there. I don't want to rock the boat. We haven't even found our target yet, so
Good call.
it doesn't look like there's anything down in the basement of the house. So we'll wrap here, and then Cade, give us a scan again and lock in on which of the barns it was. We'll meet up with the rest of the group, and we'll go in together to check it out.
Sure thing.
It's coming from one of the two more heavily warded barns that B pointed out.
It's coming from the second warded barn over there.
All right, sounds good. Team, we'll go ahead and meet up there, and we'll head over on our way now. As I'm getting up to leave, I'm just gonna look at the kid and just be like, are you okay?"
He just looks around, like he's looking around to see if anybody else is there. And when it looks like it's just you and him and Mel, he just slowly shakes his head no.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Again, slowly shakes his head no.
Should we not go in the barn?
He doesn't really say anything, but when you mention the barn, you can visibly see his eyes kind of like get wider, like he's afraid.
All right. Well, do yourself a favor, kid, and stay out of the area for the next couple of minutes while we go take a look here, because we're gonna figure out what's going on. All right.
Just kind of like reach out to grab your hand and pull it, like he doesn't want you to go there.
I appreciate the sentimentality, kid, but we do got a job to do. So unless you want to give us any other info or anything else to help us, we got to go in.
He'll jump up and grab your hand and start trying to pull you in a direction, like he's headed away from the big house towards one of the smaller farm homes that's there. Or at least that's where he's pointing to.
I'm saying this to Mel, so I'm going to look over to Mel. To be on the safe side and not arouse suspicion, meet back up with the group, tell them to hold for me outside of the barn. I'm going to see what's going on here, but I feel like if we go together, it's going to be a little bit more conspicuous.
I mean, are you sure, boss? I mean, it's, you could get outnumbered pretty quick. Granted, they don't look like they can, do much, but, you know.
Well, you know, I used to run long distance track back in the day, so hopefully things go south. Feet won't fail me now.
You know, I think that's what was said in the last horror movie I watched. And Mel's just gonna start walking to meet up with the team.
All right, kid, show me what we got.
All right, so he'll lead you off towards the farmhouse. Emmy and B and Taichi, what are you all doing? You've all been milling about next to the VTOL, just kind of standing around, or
can I spend a plot point?
What do you want to spend it on?
So I think after we saw the ghouls last time, B got her friend to try to dig up stuff on the internet about ghouls.
Right.
So can I spend a plot point to have like a data dump like right now from one of my contacts
about ghouls in the underground and in that particular area?
Yeah, just like whatever they could dig up.
Yeah, so you'll get a whole notification. Your friend is getting back to you with all of your requested information about ghouls in that particular area, ghoul hives, things like that.
Okay. I've been spending the last 5-10 minutes like flicking through that, and I want to look at one of these guys and like, hey, what's that over there, to try to get them to turn their head and see if they have anything on their neck.
It doesn't look like they have any visible marks on their necks when they turn. I mean, other than their skin being kind of like a pallid color.
Okay.
Just it doesn't match with what you would expect someone that works outside all the time to look like. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lean into Emmy and be like, I think there's a vampire here.
I hope they're hot.
Are you afraid?
sorry. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Pale skin. We've been dealing with ghouls. I'm freaking out, man.
It's okay. Does by chance maybe is there garlic flavored energy drink in the VTOL by chance?
What? Listen, whatever's in that barn is gonna be bad. We're gonna have to deal with it.
I mean, it couldn't be worse than garlic flavored energy drink, could it?
I like flip my phone to face Emmy. I'm like, listen, I got a little freaked out when we dealt with the ghouls and the awakened virus, and I had, did my friend look all this stuff up? It goes deep. I don't like it.
I may have to hire your friend to look into my ex, but they do good work.
Oh yeah, here, you can have their contact.
Oh, thanks.
It just says Minnie, and that's all the contact is.
Okay.
No number, no nothing, just a name.
Just a name, not even a contact number. Awesome.
Okay, let's go to the barn. Be ready.
All right. Taichi, you coming?
Yeah, right behind you.
Pesci, have you just been ignoring everything that's been going on this whole time?
I haven't been called to action yet. I'm waiting.
I see.
I'm waiting for orders. I'm just,
polishing your shotgun arm.
pretty much.
I'm just here when things go bad.
I'll even radio into Cade and be like, "Shh, get the big guns ready, Cade. It's something bad happening here."
I think Cade will lower the back ramp again, and Theo hops off and will run over to the barn with the rest of the team.
And then does the ramp then also go back up very quickly right after that?
Yes, yeah, very much so. And I think Cade has also put on his gas mask inside the VTOL.
So you're pressurized inside your own VTOL, and then you're also wearing your own gas mask.
Yes.
Okay. Just to be extra sure.
So when Theo comes over, Emmy's gonna give him pats on the head and some scritches, not to actually scratch it, but just if it was a real dog, just trying to be hi little metal dog.
Just hoping and wishing.
Yes.
In the meantime, Duncan, you are brought into the small farmhouse. One of the first things you'll notice is that there are blackout curtains everywhere. There's no light other than what is turned on from lamps, standing lamps, things like that. No natural sunlight.
Is the kid trying to take me anywhere specific, or is he just...
they're leading you through the house to a door that is closed, and they just point at the door.
Is there something on the other side of that door that I need to see, or that I need to fight?
You doctor.
That is true. Okay. Well,
go.
All right, I'll go take a look, and I'll go and open the door.
All right. You creak open the door into what is probably the darkest room in the entire house.
Click on my
light.
Yeah.
Sure. The first thing that hits you is the smell.
Even through a gas mask?
Even through a gas mask. You're getting this extra hit. It's kind of acidic, smells like decay. It's definitely not a normal farm smell.
Interesting. Okay.
That's the first thing that hits you.
Okay. What's the next?
The next thing, all right, you're able to keep it together and not immediately freak out.
Mm-hmm.
There is a humanoid on a bed, but it's like they've been, I want to say, attached to the bed. Not by mechanical means, not by straps. There's strands of sticky substance, almost like they're, I want to say, cocooned but not quite.
Okay. Is there any part of them that's exposed?
Yeah, you can still see their face,
Okay.
and their chest, but their extremities are kind of stuck to the bed. It's like real shallow breathing.
Okay, that's gonna be my next question is could I see if they're breathing?
Mhm.
Okay. I will go up and I want to do a quick scan of the rest of the room. Is there
Mhm.
anything else in the room or is it just the bed with the person in it?
It's the bed with the person in it, but looking around the room, it looks like there are some monitoring equipment that has been hooked up to them. You can't see where there are any patches or trodes or IVs or something that is linked up to them because you can't see their arms or legs. Their
Right.
chest is clear and their face is mostly clear.
Okay, could I look at the equipment that they're hooked up to? What is
Yeah.
what is it? Like is it just like a
It's
EKG monitor
it looks like it's a mix of it's listening to their heartbeat, it's following their brainwave pattern, it's getting a full medical workup.
Okay, I'm gonna radio to Mel. Hey Mel, I got something out of the ordinary at the farmhouse here. I'm starting to think that there might be something going on at this farm. More than just a standard dock wagon call. Get the group and go check out the barn. I have something here at the farmhouse that I'm gonna check as well. But make sure that you keep me posted on what's happening step by step once you guys get in that farm.
All right, boss. We'll head on in.
And Mel's gonna look at the group and kind of just this, like, I'm assuming you said that over comm, so everyone heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, barn first.
Yeah, barn first, and keep ready. I don't like what's going on here.
Yeah.
Are there still farm workers around or outside?
You have not seen any of them around the barn.
But there are still some like out and about.
There's still some out and about. Yes. While watching them, now that you bring that up, you can see that all of them avoid the barn or are avoiding that area. None of them are coming near any of you while you're over by the barn.
Can I go up to one of them and just be like, hello, who would be able to open the barn for us?
What you mean?
Is the barn locked?
I don't rightly know.
Are they human or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a normal human.
And I'll just try to make it look like I'm just talking, and then very, kind of under my breath, just be like, we know that something is not right here, and we are here to help. So please help us help you and everyone else here.
You can just see him, like, eyes get a little wide as he kind of, like, leans down and then turns to look you in the face. You need to get out of here before you die. You don't know what they're doing here. You need to get out while you can.
What are they doing here?
And then you see him just kind of, what? Stares at you like slack-jawed, like something just happened. You don't know what.
Yeah, I'll just kind of pat him on the shoulder and just be like, all right, thanks, friend. You're doing good work. And kind of go back over to B and Tai Chi and just be like, oh, things have gone from bad to worse. I'm thinking that there's mind control going on here as well. That gentleman said that we need to leave before we die because we have no idea what's going on here. But while I believe that we don't know exactly what's going on here, prepare to die or prepare to face people that are thinking that we're gonna die or whatever. But Shit is getting worse. So let's try to. I will go up to the barn and be like, let's try to fuck this shit up, I guess.
I told you it was bad. When Emmy brings up mind control, I want to see if there's any astral tethers to these people.
On the one that she just spoke to, it looks like something reached out and touched them astrally, and then disappeared. So it's like they have the remnants of an astral signature around their aura. And having noticed that, you can see that a couple of the other people that are out in the fields as well.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, so I'm not gonna explain magic to you guys, but
good, because I wouldn't understand anyway.
there's the astral tethering. There's a signal from something going on with everyone here.
Can you go and real quick if I hold you, or I guess I don't have to hold you. Could you go and check on Duncan, because that sounded funky. So
that might be smart. Before I go, if shit gets weird, if we're dealing with a spirit or something, just get the fuck out.
But it's a platinum. We can't just get the fuck out of here.
I know. We work for a big fucking company. God, we're so fucked. I'll just one more we're so fucked, and I'll just go limp in Emmy's arms and go check on Duncan, I guess.
Okay. You fly to the farmhouse where Duncan is. You can find his astral signature pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. He's there with something else. Like the thing in front of him has two different auras.
Oh. Can I manifest and a sense?
Sure.
So manifest right next to Duncan.
All right, Duncan, a ghost appears next to you while you're examining this creepy thing.
Hey, Duncan.
Oh, hey, B. Oh, hey, all right. You almost had me there for a second.
Sorry, man. There's some weird shit going on.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm trying to figure out what to make out of this blood cocoon situation that I got going on here.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. There was a kid that was with me and Mel when we were checking out the basement, and he led me over here because he knows that I'm with Dockwagon and was asking for help, and then I'm now conflicted, as it were.
Yeah, you don't say. I rolled a 5 on the ascents, but
okay.
I feel like there's astral signatures going on here. We're up with something really dangerous. We might need to call an exorcism squad from the company. I don't know.
So there's actually two auras present on the thing that you're sensing that's on the bed. There's one aura, and then there's another aura that is the best way I could say is incubating within it.
All right, that, and I point at the bed. Something's incubating, resting in this thing.
That seems particularly not good.
There's only really one thing that does that, and it's bug spirits.
Ah, I see. Well, that is extra particularly not good then.
Yeah, you might want to just mimic cocking a gun.
Yeah, as far as we know, once you're past the point of infection, that's it, right? On the bug spirit situation.
As far as I know, as far as anyone knows. That's what college taught us.
I see. Well, that's not good, and probably lends credence to the bigger issue of what's going on with those barns that everybody seems to be terrified to want to talk about right now. Oh boy. All right. Why don't you have Cade go ahead and give a call into HQ and let them know that we're looking at a potential bug spirit situation out here, and just get a little backup take on how exactly they want us to proceed on this.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll be back for you in a second.
All right, sounds good.
And I'll zip
Alright.
over to Cade, I guess.
All right, so as you're zipping over to Cade, while you're watching all of the instruments, your instrument panel lights up brightly. You get a clear, crisp, full signal on the platinum holder contract. It beeps, it flashes up. You are reading all kinds of crazy readings. Their blood pressure's all over the place. It's like they're going through almost a miniature stroke. All your instruments are screaming at you. This person needs medical assistance immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
So Cade will come over the radio and he'll go,
We're in crisis mode here. I just got spikes across all of my instruments. They are, I don't know if they're crashing or what, but we need to go in right now. So somebody get that door open.
On it. Emmy will just, go up to the door and just try, tactical tomahawk and just try to, bust open the barn door and just try to get the hell in there.
Sure. You don't even have to roll. You just swing at the doors. They burst right inward. Like they're not locked at all. Boom. Slam inward. Empty barn.
Overcomes, there's nothing in here, but I'll go in, flashlight on, just trying to do a full sweep.
There's hay on the floor, and that's it. There's no animals. There's nothing else in here.
Can I give them a precise location of up or down?
It's coming directly from that barn. It is definitely underneath it.
We're going underground again.
And Theo comes charging forward next to Emmy, staying back into her right.
All right, I'll go round the outside, try to see if there's any place to if there's an opening to go underground, or if there's anything around the perimeter of the inside.
No storm cellar or anything. It's just the barn itself where the cows are.
Is there anything, if you look upwards, is there anything? I know we're trying to go down, but just
there is a loft.
All right, this went so well last time, but up to the loft, and I'll make my way up there.
Okay.
Mel's gonna be right behind Emmy, shield up.
Okay.
The his stun maul will be out and fully active, so you hear that crackle as he is following and securing.
Taichi's gonna stay and start moving around hay, looking for a possible hatch hidden under all the hay or anything like that.
Sure. All three of you can roll me perception tests, please. Both Emmy and Mel up in the loft. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. You would expect more hay storage or things up here of that nature, or feed or something like that. There's literally nothing. There's nothing there. It's just an empty loft. Meanwhile, Taichi, while you're moving around hay in one of the animal stalls, you can find what looks like the outline of a door. And when you're probing around more with your foot, a compartment pops open on the floor, and there's a number pad.
Okay. I'll shout out. Chat out just while looking at it. Hey guys, I found a hatch and a number code thingy, but it's here. Do we have explosives?
Yeah, it's code's either 1234 or 6969. But Cade,
I enter those.
Do you really? Do you just 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6969? Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. It gives you the first time, and then you do the 6969, and it goes.
I try. It beeped twice?
Yeah, it beeped twice on the second one.
I'm gonna stop touching it.
Okay.
Great. So now I get no chances to fuck this up.
You get one chance. So
He wanted to make it difficult for you.
Yeah. Emmy mentally notes that and not to be super literal Tai Chi, so mental note.
how
Point
am I supposed
taken.
to know it has not a lot, have a certain amount of chances? All right, I feel like that's not on me. That's
I mean, normally it's either 6969 1234 or swordfish.
356127G. Password swordfish.
Those are usually the codes. I mean, I don't know. That's just usually what they are.
Swordfish, what a reference. Ooh.
Raise your hand if you understood that. Just kidding.
So, Taishi has found the hatch and has pressed some numbers. What do y'all want to do now?
Oh, I guess I'll also radio through and let I guess Duncan and Cade know. Hey you two, we found a hatch in the barn. If our premiums underground, they're gonna be here.
Sounds about right. I'll grab my tools. I'll be right there.
It's at this point I pop up in the cockpit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes. You materialize in ghost form in the cockpit.
Hey, Cade, what's the sitch? We might need backup. Goat bug spirits.
Oh, God. Okay. And Cade, kind of scooches out of the pilot seat because there's not a ton of room in the cockpit, so they're sitting right next to each other, and then grabs his gun first, and then the mechanics toolkit, and he'll head out for the barn, and kind of running because I assume our vitals are still spiking.
Mm-hmm. Vitals.
Yeah,
were
so
still spiking.
he's hauling ass.
Okay.
I'll snap back to my body.
Duncan, are you running from the farmhouse to make it across to the barn, or are you just still hanging out here trying to figure things out?
That's an excellent question.
That is why I asked. Yes.
You ask those tough ones. Easy,
I do.
I appreciate that about you as GM.
I gotta know where my people are at.
It's understandable. So the problem is that Duncan's having kind of a internalized conflict right now, due to the fact that he has Hippocratic Oath as a trait.
Yeah. That's
because
tough, huh?
he knows that if they are infected with a bug spirit, that's pretty much Dunyan rings, and not a lot else to be handled on that end. So what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna go up to the person and I'm going to give them an overdosed amount of Narcojet.
Oh, gonna put him to permanent sleep, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen here.
Okay. So you just stick it in where you think their neck's at and just hold the trigger down until it's completely empty?
Yep.
All right.
And then after that, I'm going to go and cut some of the stuff that was holding on the limb. I want to cut some of that off, and I'm going to put it into a little sample container and put it back in my kit.
Okay. Obviously, all of the monitors start going crazy with the vitals spiking, and the body just kind of shakes on the bed.
I want to go to the other side where the monitors are, and I'm just going to unplug the monitors.
Okay. Then you just walking out of the room and closing the door.
Walk out the room, close the door behind me, and I'll walk up to the kid and just go, "Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. There wasn't anything that we could do, and at this point, I tried to help as much as I could."
You fixed it?
Not the way I was hoping to, but
you gonna be okay?
Better than they were. We'll say that. But what I need you to do is go ahead and stay here and get under a bed. Make sure that you stay hidden, stay safe. I don't want you going back outside again.
just kind of shakes his head yes, and then scampers off someplace.
All right, and then after that, I'll book it back from that and head over towards meeting up with everybody else at the farmhouse.
Okay, so you're on your way there. Cade, you're on your way in, and then everybody else is kind of gathered around this door in the floor.
Yeah,
right?
down. Emmy went down from the loft area and is now.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. So while you're all gathered around this trap door, you hear it ding, and the door just starts to open.
Hey, folks, we wanted to take a quick moment to show some love to another great Shadowrun show. Check them out.
2081 has been a hell of a year for St. Louis, Missouri. An astral anomaly left a 2-mile radius around downtown a toxic hellscape, and the residents have been left to pick up the pieces, but the hits just keep on coming. At the center of it all are the glitches, a shadowrunning team made up of Bianca the Face, aka Eris, Val the Technomancer, aka Binary, Joe the Muscle, aka Collateral, and Jet the Sneak Thief, aka, well, Jet. Some of us are better than others at sticking to a code name. The girls attempt to navigate the criminal elements of the St. Louis streets, all while looking out for themselves, each other, and the people they love.
If you want more of the glitches, feel free to drop into the Gamers Table Discord or check us out on the socials at Resting Glitchface. You can find us on all major podcatchers or check out our Patreon. Thanks for listening.
So all of you are surprised, as well as this other face that is looking up at all of you as they're climbing stairs, also in surprise. You see very quickly somebody that looks like they're in a regular uniform, actual uniform. This guy that you're looking at, he's wearing just like kind of like a black flak vest and a mustard colored uniform, and the quick glance of the patch on the side looks like it looks like it's a totem of some kind. What's
so
that?
How wide is the hatch open right now? Like,
it's
is it just
so
fully opened, or?
Yeah, it's fully opened. It opened, and then this person was coming up these stairs, and you all are looking down
too?
into them. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can I make a logic roll for my negative quality, please?
So we're gonna roll mine.
Okay.
And you fail.
Oh, cool. All right. Man's being greeted by a shotgun blast, and I'm rushing down the stairs, following his ideally falling body. But
go ahead and fire away. He takes the shotgun blast to the chest, and it knocks him back down the stairs. Looks like he's still alive. It's like it hit directly mostly in the flak vest, and it was enough punch to knock him back down the stairs. So he falls down. And then you're immediately jumping down.
Yeah, I'm following
after him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll give you one more action to do before everybody will be able to jump into initiative, because you were shotgun and then immediately follow and go. So
okay. Do I just? I mean, how many stairs are there? Is it just like I'm at the bottom of the stairs next to him on the ground?
It's just like a set of like 7-8 stairs. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's not like a big spiral staircase down or something like that.
Got it. Okay. So I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
From one jump.
Okay. Cool. Good jump. Nice. All right. Rack the next shot. Finish him off. One at the head.
Wow. Just go for it, huh? His face and head goes into a fine paste as you land near the stairs and immediately shotgun blast him again. What do the rest of you want to do, as you've just heard 2 shotgun blasts go off?
Mel is down those stairs as fast as his legs can carry him.
I wake up in Emmy's arms.
Yeah, hearing blow, trot, trot, blow.
Yeah. So then Emmy over comms, like as I'm like carrying B down the stairs, just over comms to the whole group, I'd be like, stairs open, someone down, Tai Chi shotgun, going down. I don't know what's going on, but we're going in.
Surprisingly, the opening is, and the stairwell is wide enough that you can carry B like that down the stairs without having to worry about bumping her head into the wall. Duncan, even as you're making your way across the field, you can hear the muffled sound of 2 shotgun blasts. Meanwhile, Taichi, your immediate look around your surroundings, it looks like you're in a hallway. There's an open hatchway in front of you. It looks like it's a pressure door, but it's now open. And that leads down into a slightly larger room. You can't really see everything that's in there. And that's about all you can see from where you are when you're landing.
Okay, well, Taichi isn't stupid. So I'm gonna load 2 shells in my shotgun, reload, and then just wait for everyone to get down here. We haven't ordered these things, so.
All right, well, Mel, you're down next.
Mel's gonna walk up next to Taichi, look down at the headless body, look at Taichi. Was he the only one?
So far.
Mel is gonna move to where he is kind of sided of the door, shield up, and try to shine his light down that hallway, see if he can see anything.
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to shine a light. It's all lit up down here.
Oh, okay.
Lights. It's actually bright down here. There are fluorescent lighting from lights set into the ceiling above you.
Hey, boss, this place is weirdly set up. They got tube lights and everything.
I mean, given what we've found out about what's probably going on here, it doesn't surprise me that we have a secret underground lab at this point. Bigger question, though, is the ping coming from down there?
Do we have any type of hand scanner so I can check ping?
Yeah, you do.
So I'm gonna check my thing and see if there's a ping.
Yes, the signal is definitely coming from down here.
Yeah, boss, we, looks like it's down here. I'm gonna wait for the team and keep posted on this door. Taichi is down here with me.
Roger, I'm on my way. As soon as I get there, I'll try to join up with everybody else. We'll find them, do a sweep of the situation, and get out of here.
Cade's gonna move down the stairs.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you can hear a scream or a yelp come from the other side of the pressure door. It sounds like it's a little bit further away, but it's definitely somebody yelling out.
Emmy wants to check the headless body that Taichi made. Just real quick, just trying to pat down comms, cred sticks, identification, clipboards, I don't know.
They have attached to their flak vest, it's kind of shredded a little bit. That looks like there was some kind of security card that was on one of the, like a pull string.
Okay.
But it's useless now from the shotgun blast to the chest. There's a sidearm and a shock, like a cattle prod. That's all they had.
All right. I'll pick up those 2 things just so that we have them. And then whenever I hear the shriek, just front of the line with Mel, just trying to make the way to the screen.
You said the door was open, yeah, the pressure
Yep.
door.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'll kind of dust myself off and say, look sharp, everyone.
I mean, just bursts in through the pressure door. Looks like this was some kind of guard check-in station. There's nobody behind the little kiosk desk. Looks like there's some kind of alert on a terminal that has popped up. And maybe that guy that's headless at the bottom of the stairs was the one that was going to go check it out and didn't quite make it. Further on, there's a hallway that goes in. It branches off into a T-section. And there's 2 more doors before that branching point that you can see.
Cade, there's a terminal section here that has all sorts of stuff. I don't know what to do, but when you get here, if you want to take a look around and see what you can do with this, but I think we're going to continue to venture onward. To go out, is that also opened, or is that one locked?
So you have the pressure door that you're going in through. You have this little kind of security desk thing, and then the hallway continues on. You have a door on your left and right, or it goes further down and then branches into a T section. That's what you're looking at. Both those doors to left and right are closed.
Mel, would you be able to check the scanner and see what it says?
Mel will hold up the scanner and take a look at it.
So wherever the signal is, it's definitely coming from further down the hallway.
So
off to the left.
So it looks like we are heading to the left. And I'm going to walk up to that door. Is it locked?
No, the door on the left is not locked. Or you can continue down to the branch section in the hallway and go to the left if you wanted to go that way.
Okay, so is it the ping? Is it coming from the direct left or from the down to the left?
It's further down.
So down the hall we go. Should we check rooms and clear as we go? I just don't want to get stuck with something clawing at my foot again.
While Emmy is chatting, I just like push the door open.
So you're pushing the door open on the left, B?
Yep, just
Okay.
clearing.
So as you push the door open, it swings open. It looks like this is like a bunk room. This is where who's ever down here would most likely sleep. There are 4 bunks. It doesn't look like anybody's in here.
Okay.
Stuff is kind of scattered around, like whoever was in here, they had to move quickly.
All right, no life in here. They're moving quickly somewhere, and I'll just boot in the door to the right as well.
Okay. Mel, to give you a more detailed description, your scanner is saying that your platinum holder is 16 meters away.
So we got 16 meters to contact. So do you want me to take point and we'll clear as we go? Make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to move to the other door and give it a quick kick, see what's in there.
Well, B was already doing that while.
Oh,
so you
okay.
go to kick it, and B's already pushed the door open, kind of standing in your way. There's 2 more beds in here. Both of them also look like they're disheveled. Like something happened in here. They had to move really quickly.
I don't like this. Let's keep going.
I still feel like we're in a horror movie.
I think you're right.
I mean, as long as the lights aren't flickering.
Mel's just going to look at Emmy with this look of like, you had to say that.
It's always the caution yellow warning lights that show up, right? But no, the lights do not flicker. They're still on. Power's still good. You get your reading that you're 16 meters away. You head down the left side of the hallway. That's where things start to get a little weird. You can see that there's some droplets of blood here and there, kind of like scattered across the floor. There's also some gunshot, like shell casings on the floor. There's a couple bullet holes like impacted into the walls. As you're getting closer down this hallway, it kind of goes into a half circle, and there are 3 different doors, one in the middle, one to the left, and one to the right. The one on the right is labeled with biohazard symbols.
I'm gonna guess that's the one that we're gonna have to go in, but what does your hand say, Mel?
Mel will take a glance down at his hand.
It's hard to tell here. You're definitely closer to your target. It's behind one of these doors. It's giving it difficult to read the signal.
Are there any type of windows or peek throughs on these doors?
The one in the middle has a peek. The other 2 do not.
Mel's going to walk over to the little peek hole and take a glance inside, but not like directly in. He's going to do that, like look either from the side or kind of like just backing up, just in case if there's any type of flash grenade.
Okay, you take a quick glance and you just get a horrific chill that goes up your spine. Like you have to look away suddenly. You don't even know why. It's almost like a second nature instinct to just peek. Oh my god, and just like hide your face.
Is this one of those eye slit things where there's the actual like metal door thing that slides across it?
No,
It's
it's
like
more like a
porthole?
porthole. Yeah, it's more like a porthole, and there's a cover. There's like a cover over it, and you pulled the cover, and then slammed it back.
Mel's going to quickly cover the hole back up and just look around, go, I don't know what's in there, but I don't like it at all.
And I just be like, what are you talking about, man? And like open the portal as well.
Sure, if you want to. All right, you still get a little unnerved, but you don't immediately jump away like Mel did and slam the cover back shut. Inside, you're looking at. There's two creatures in there. They're in this room. Looks like it's partially dirt, like on the floor. Maybe the walls are metal. There's this sticky substance that's attached to the walls, to the floor, and the two creatures just kind of like shift slightly back and forth on the floor. That you think that they're human, but you can't really tell.
Okay. I slowly close the door. Not in there.
All right. So do we want to go? Hope for the best. Go left, and then
We all know it's in that one, and I point at the biohazard.
I know, but I'm just hoping maybe we get a break.
I was hoping.
Let's at least see what's in door number left, I guess.
While they're hesitating and trying to figure this thing out, Duncan, you'll be able to catch up to the.
Okay, team. How are we? What are we looking? How's the situation? What's behind that door? Do we go in that door?
Don't look in that door.
Not the middle door. It's one of these two.
It's gonna be the biohazard room, but we don't want to go in there.
Could we send the drone in first?
Sure.
Cade, let's go ahead and have the drone lead the way for going into the hazmat. Just have them go in, do a quick scan. Let us know if you see anything or if there's anything that we need to be on high alert for. And if you can get a read on the target, just let us know what location, and then we're just gonna go in and out, people. We're not spending time. We're not tourism.
Roger that. I'm gonna jump in. And so Cade will like sit down and go limp as he jumps into the drone.
Somebody grab the door.
Mel will grab the doors and shield on one hand, door on the other, and swing it open.
Cade, you run your drone in?
Yep. Theo's going in.
All right. Again, the one thing that is going to hit everybody as soon as the door opens is the kind of acidic decay smell. Even through your rebreathers and gas masks, you're still getting it. So, Duncan, this is a very familiar smell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I still have to do a roll check on this? Because I should be used to that by now, right?
No, this is very familiar.
Okay.
Cade, you're in first. Mel, you're in behind. So you two will see what's going on first. It's a large room. There's like a conveyor belt, and there's machinery, and there's these cocoon-like things that are held on not necessarily meat spikes, but they're held up over this conveyor belt. The way that it travels through this machinery, then the thing that really catches your eye, other than that, is off near the back of the room. There are two of those creatures. You can't really tell or make out what they are, but they're putting something up against the wall, like wrapping it against the wall, and that seems to be where your signal's coming from.
I'm gonna glance down at the drone and kind of point at the two things.
Yep. The machine gun pops up out of its back, and I'm gonna try and angle it so that my misses won't hit the cocoon.
As I see the machine gun come up off of the back for Theo, I'm gonna like do like a wait. Hang on. Look, guys, we just got to do a smash and grab on this. All right, these people are in an unfortunate state, but I don't like how close they are to the body. I want Mel and Emmy to go in and take the 2 people out. Just conk them over the head. Just get them out of the way. B, come in with me. We're gonna get the person out off of the cocoon, which is an unfortunate cargo that we're gonna have to get out of here and get back to the ship.
So Emmy's gonna get out the her crossbow. If she needs, like, do I need to move down further to be able to get an angle on one of the bug dudes?
No, I mean, as you walk into this room, it's like you're slightly up off the floor, like a little catwalk. There's just a little set of stairs 3 or 4 steps down onto this floor where all this machinery and conveyor belts and whatnot are. So you have a slightly higher vantage point where you're at. So the arrow will fly right out and hit them, and it's like it just embeds in their shoulder, and it makes kind of like a sickening squelch noise when it hits them. That one comes running across the way right at the drone that doesn't know any better. Shrieking while it does, makes kind of like a hissing noise, and then it just lays into the drone.
So I think like Theo just like its front legs like shooted backwards, and he just like slides back across the floor out of the way.
Nice. The next one also comes running across, trying to make its way around the machinery and the conveyor belts. Looks like it's rushing towards Emmy, since you're the one that shot it. And you can see the bolt still sticking out of its arm as it kind of like gallops at you. All right, Gabe, you're up with your drone.
I think he's gonna open up, because this has extended beyond the initial. Hey, we're gonna knock them out, guys, and they're up in our business now.
The escalation, the situation seems to have escalated. So let's get them taken care of real quick.
Lethal force authorized.
Yeah, back when I thought that this was still just a couple of farmers who maybe were being weird down here, this is taking a turn in unexpected territory.
You shred into it. You see pieces of it kind of just flying off, like parts of its. I want to say it's not really a full shell, or it's not like chitin.
It's carapace. It's carapace.
It's
shredded.
Sort of, maybe, but you just watch parts of it get shredded from the machine gun fire. And then Mel, it is your turn.
Mel is gonna run up towards where Emmy is, shield up, and take a swing at that particular abomination.
As it's running across, you're kind of intercepting it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you run up to it, smack it as hard as you can with the shield, and you just watch it fly over a conveyor belt and lay there on the ground, twitching.
And with my other attack, I'm running at the other bug spirit.
You run over after laying one out over the conveyor belt and swing and hit this one with your momentum hard enough in where you think it still has its senses in its head, and looks like you may have rung its bell as it just stands there. It stops moving. It was gnashing and clawing crazily at the drone, and as you come up and truck into it, it just stops moving for a second. Just still standing, but not moving.
Grab the target and run?
And, well, it'll go to B after that.
B is going to go, good job, Mel, and then just zap this thing into the 7 hells.
All right. Lightning streaks out from your hand, hitting this thing square in the chest as it's standing there stunned, and you watch it shake and convulse. Then it kind of just slumps over as you've burned a hole into its chest. All right, you just have the one that's over there kind of twitching on the ground. I mean, it's not really moving. Did you want to just leave it and run over and grab whatever's in the cocoon, or what you wanna do?
Can I just run up and narco-jet it?
Sure.
Not like last time. Just
are you sure?
Yeah, no. I just want to make sure that it's like knocked out. Like I'm just gonna just say pew, and then we can keep going from there.
All right. So you stab it again. All right. It stops twitching.
All right. In the room that we're in, are there any computer terminals or anything like that? Like any kind of consoles or anything? Or is it
there's no consoles. It looks all completely automated.
Just the meat processing plant, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Mel, grab the cocoon. Let's get him out of here. We'll just throw him in the same storage container that we used on the last one. In the VTOL, I suppose. Can I do a quick scan of the area down here and see if I can find any type of computer terminal or?
I mean, just
anything?
Looking around this room.
Well, no, not in the room. Like in the like if I as we're leaving, can I just
there's the room off to the right that you haven't looked in.
There's also there was a terminal we passed on the way in.
Yeah, there was that one at the security desk.
On the way in. Security desk terminal, maybe. Okay. No, that's totally valid. No, that's for sure. I didn't mean it that way. Mel, grab the cocoon, get him to the VTOL. B, go with him, make sure that he stays safe. Emmy and Cade, I want you guys with me. I just want to go check this other room real quick because these 2 runs back to back have me feeling a little suspicious about what's going on with our group's assignments recently. So I just want to do a quick scan on the quick check on something.
So Mel, Cade, and Taishi will head back to the VTOL.
No.
No, Cade's staying here.
Cade's staying. It's
Mel,
B, Mel, and Taishi are heading back to the VTOL.
And then Emmy and Cade with me.
Yes. Okay.
We'll go across to check the other room.
Yeah, Cade's gonna jump out at this point as well, so that he's active in meat space. Because now that there's no one there to watch him.
Fair.
Oh boy. Heading off into this other kind of sealed room. Again, it's not as big as the processing area that you were just in. This one does have kind of a small medical suite in it. There are 2 large kind of cryo containers that are in that medical suite as well. But there's nothing else. Again, there's some more gunshots, and there are a couple clawed bodies in here that are also in that mustard yellow security with the flak vest, but they're all torn apart.
This doesn't look good.
No, I don't. I don't like the look of anything down here, to be perfectly honest.
Real quick, Cade. Does the signal match that where Mel, B, and Tai Chi are taking the body?
Yeah, is that our VIP?
The bracelet signature matches.
All right.
Just making sure, because stuff feels very fishy. So.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Can I take a look into the cryo? Like, can I see into the cryo tanks to see like what is in them? Or
they're like little pods. Think of what you would see from Jurassic Park, where you could like raise them up,
or like something you would store a face hugger in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. So definitely not good stuff. Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah. Can I make a theory here, Doc, and then we can get the heck out of here?
Yeah. What's up?
Whatever it was that Big A was doing down here, it went bad. This place is Bug Spirit haven now. Like they live here now. It's theirs. We need to not be here.
Yeah.
No, that's 100% true. Let's go ahead and just meet up with the rest of the team and get out of here.
While we're dragging this poor cocoon out, can I do some healing just to keep him stable? 2 hits on the heal.
Okay.
It's something.
It definitely helps stabilize them.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take a vial of blood from this person as well, as covertly as I can.
Doc, if you want, on our way out, I can just grab that security terminal. I can't, I don't think we have time to pull anything off of it, but I can just take the thing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
That's a good plan.
Cade pulls out some tools from his mechanics toolkit to basically cut this thing out of the desk it's in.
Yeah, you just want the drive, basically.
Sure, pretty much.
Just takes a couple extra minutes of you being down here and it being creepy. you can get the drive removed and then head up with everybody else. Once everyone is loaded back into the VTOL, it is a quiet, awkward ride back to base. You're given instructions as you get closer that you're to immediately land and stand down, as you need to go through a detox or a decontamination team. You're not given a choice. They said land and prep for decontamination, or else, basically.
Cade's gonna take the drive that we pulled and go over to Theo and pop open a little compartment and slide it in there and close it.
As you land the VTOL and you set everything aside, you'll be taxied into a hangar, and an entire decontamination hazmat center has all been set up in here for you. You guys will be ordered to lower the ramp and come out. No weapons drawn. Go through decontamination, and then you'll be able to get back in. And they just need to check everything. They'll take your patient from you as well when you bring them out. They'll put them in a big, almost looks like an iron lung type contraption. They store them in, seal them up, and then you guys are run through the whole strip down, shower, scrubbed,
showered again.
There are even 2 mages that are on standby that look like, as you get close to them, their eyes kind of do that weird glaze over that you see B do sometimes, like they're looking at you. I don't know if it makes you feel weird or not, but B, you definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah,
This whole time,
I do it all the time.
This whole time, Mel's got his hands in front of him, just that trying to hide.
And me is flexing and posing.
Of course. Afterwards, you all are given just these plastic zip-up suits to wear once you get through the line of showers, scrubs, and then showers again. And once you're all gathered up, there's a familiar face that has walking up to you. You guys remember, it looks like Mr. Alvarez from the Ghoul fiasco is coming up to you. Did you take any samples?
Samples of what?
Did you take any samples?
I will just quietly hand him the vial that I had.
Is this all?
That's all I had, sir.
Anyone else?
Are we supposed to be taking samples of things? I mean, we didn't get any information otherwise. We were just told to extract.
I understand that you're all very capable. You're a great response team, but you all do have medical background. Anything that you've taken from the site you were just on needs to be handed over immediately.
Quick question. When I bashed the bug, did I get anything on the shield?
There might be residue. I mean, they're already scraping it off your shield.
Okay, then that's what I was going to say, that there'd be bug juice on the shield, but...
Cade looks at Doc.
No, as far as I know, the rest of us, this was a quick clean in and out operation.
No samples here.
All right. Your equipment will be returned to you after it's been thoroughly inspected.
Now, I do have to wonder, though, real quick, Mr. Alvarez. Why is it that our team was the one that immediately got pinged to go after somebody that was dealing with what seems to be a bug spirit infestation immediately after dealing with what happened to be?
Excuse me. No one said bug. I didn't hear anybody say bug. Did you hear anybody say bug? I did not hear that.
A contamination scenario that
There
we
was
happen
a
to just return from.
horrible contamination problem, and
Mm.
a specialized team has been sent to take care of it. I don't control where you go when bracelets go off. All right, that's not my job. I don't do that. Okay, so if you have problems with where you're getting sent, then maybe you should take it up with your dispatch.
I get that. It just seems oddly convenient that we've run into you back to back now when coming out of scenarios that would otherwise be, let's say, outside of the purview of a standard dock wagon scenario.
Well, you will be outside the purview of standard dock wagon scenarios. That's what a high threat response team does, right? You go into the dangerous areas, you get the clients that pay the most money, right? That's what you do. That's your important job, right? It's not to ask questions or to know what I do. That it doesn't matter. You do your job, I'll do my job, okay? We don't talk about bugs. There was never any bugs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you say so.
That's great. I'm really sorry about the gigs that you get. I don't control that. You have a problem, you go talk to dispatch. That's all. Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch.
Tell Aztec Technology that we said hello.
I didn't hear as technology. Did you hear as technology? I heard no mention of any corporation at all that is involved in any such situation. This was a pure and simple accident that happened on controlled farmland. Let's get our story straight right now. I don't want to see any kind of surprise pieces. If anything comes out, you guys are going to be under the microscope first.
Agricultural accident.
That's great. Agricultural accident. Fantastic. I love it. Make sure that's the story and everybody sticks to it. There won't be any problem. We won't have to see each other again. Sound great?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. And then he walks off as all the rest of your equipment is collected off of the VTOL to be scrubbed and investigated.
Dragon suits.
And then you guys are ushered back inside so that you can get something to eat, take a break, or do whatever it is that you wanted to do to rest in the break area that your team is normally associated with. And that's where we will end this episode.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of SINless. As always, we appreciate all of our patron support. After all, we couldn't make this show without you. So a big thank you to the Rogue 404, an absolute dreckstorm of a podcast, Tim, Tommy, Michael, Flatty1 Gaming, Manic, Sander, Winter, Jim, the musician, Shadow Dagger, Oliver, Ancient Relic, What the Dice, Dat Booty, Techno Druid, Con 9000, MS, Travis, Asthma Admiral, Ms., Joseph, Big Spoon, QM1 De Leon, Devix, Dylan, Dimitri Wacha Wacha, and Shakalaka. Thank you all so much for supporting us and helping us to keep the bills paid so we can keep making the show that you love. Thank you all again. Let us know how you feel about the new season in the comments section or head on over to our Discord. Let us know what you think there. Till the next episode, have a good one, chummers. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.
Welcome. Sam Hickory, nice to meet you. Have a seat. Now tell me, what can I do for you today?
I'm so glad you asked, Mr. Hickory. Allow me to elaborate. You will leave Seattle immediately. Naturally, accommodations will be provided. We will contact you shortly after your arrival in St. Louis with further instructions. Of course, your associates in the Yakuza and the Mafia will be informed of your timely demise.
Whoa there, pal. Mafia? Yakuza? I think you must have me mistaken for somebody else. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never have anything to do with...
Let me just stop you right there, Mr. Hickory. You and I both know who you are and what dirty little pies you have your fingers in. We both know you owe the man in this photo, one Maury Giroux, upwards of 40,000 Nuyen for services rendered for companionship services.
Now you just wait a minute.
So let me guess. This isn't you in the recording?
Come on, you pathetic worm. Beg for it. Come on, you filthy little
Ugh.
So I guess this is just someone who looks remarkably like you, isn't it? And I suppose that this isn't you in these photos, brokering narcotics deals with a Mr. Jimmy Flanagan? And I suppose none of the items in here are yours either? As I suspected. Mr. Hickory, here's your plane ticket. You leave tonight. I suggest you make your flight. Keep the comm link. We'll contact you with that. Oh, and welcome to the company.